ta sẽ cùng đến với vị 2, 1, 3 Tan Ephraim Singapore.
Let's watch Ephraim Tan Singapore.
Nation, this is as close as you come to that. Maximillian Ang of Singapore is introduced in lane number 3 in the 400 IM. Of course, a silver medalist yesterday. Run through the lineups again. Ephraim Tan of Singapore is in lane number 1, the 18-year-old looking to become the 6th Singapore winner of this event. 4:33.79, his personal best at the SNAGs. Sebastian Soon of Malaysia, who was 4th in this event in 2019, swims in lane number 2. Maximillian Ang of Singapore, look for him to really kick on the breaststroke leg. He swims in 3. Nguyen of Vietnam, who doesn't have a weakness at all in this event. He swims in 4. Quang Tan of Vietnam in 5. Aflah Fadlan Prawira, he would have at least won a gold medal already. Indonesia's top long-distance swimmer swims in lane number 6. And Jaden Tan of Malaysia in lane number 7. So off to a very good start is lane number 1, Ephraim Tan of Singapore, Mark.
Yeah, and you definitely expect that of Ephraim. He has a very strong 200 meters butterfly. He's well in his element here in the first leg of the 400 IM. And 400 IM is really a grueling race. You know, I would rank it the most grueling of all races. After you're done with the 100 fly, you still have 100 back, and then 100 breast and 100 freestyle to go. And you know, I think it really favors the short axis swimmers, and where we'll see the big difference is in the middle part of the 400 IM, which is the back and the breaststrokes. And as we saw yesterday, you know, the breaststrokes are where it separates the good from the great IMers.
Well, Quang Tran of Vietnam is going to be swimming in the 200 meters backstroke in these SEA Games, and you can tell already he's just snuck up on his compatriot and has just taken the slight lead ahead of Hong Nguyen, who is very strong in the backstroke as well. If anything, amongst the 4 strokes, we know that he doesn't have a weakness. He's strong in every stroke, but he does prefer the back and the breaststroke. And it was at the last SEA Games where during the breaststroke, he just pulled away and no one could get anywhere close to him. But how about this? The Vietnamese crowd are now just going crazy and absolutely berserk, because it's stroke for stroke between the 2 Vietnamese swimmers heading into the final 200 meters of this race. Aflah Prawira is just slowly coming back into this now in lane number 6 for Indonesia, but he's nowhere close. Tran Hong and Nguyen Quang, who turn side by side with one another. And this is where Tran Hong Nguyen usually does his business. Watch him slowly pull away from the rest of the pack. And this is where Mark Che, we hope that Maximillian Ang will make his move too.
Yep, absolutely. You know, we know that Max can really swim a fantastic 200 breaststroke. And, you know, you got to approach the breaststroke leg in the 4RM like the 200 breast. You know, you got to go long, you got to time it right, you don't rush through it, and you got to be able to be efficient and long as well. You know, you look for the glides as flat as you can be, and propel yourself forward with strong kicks.
You have to give credit as well for Quang Tuan for actually keeping touch with Hong Nguyen, despite the fact that Hong Nguyen is slowly just a half a body length now ahead of his compatriot. Fadlan Prawira has done very well to maintain that position. Maximillian Ang, as we expect him, making his move in the breaststroke leg, slowly coming on into podium position. But it is the Vietnamese who are going to make this a 1-2 finish, most likely heading into the final 100 meters of the 400 IM. It will be Tran Hong Nguyen who will turn in first position, the defending champion, just ahead of Nguyen Quang Tan, who is just 3 years younger than him, going after a personal best, which I'm sure he will set. Tran Hong Nguyen, the first Southeast Asian to dip below 4:21 at the last SEA Games, became the first Southeast Asian to dip below 4:20 this year in March, and he is going after that time of 4:19.54, his national record. There's no stopping him at the moment. At breaststroke leg was all the difference, and he is heading home now for the SEA Games gold medal yet again. Prawira strong in the freestyle leg, trying to just sneak ahead of Max into bronze medal position. Max is doing superbly well to keep pace with the Indonesian. No one's in the same time zone or postal code of Tran Hong Nguyen. The Vietnamese defending champion wins this one. It was close after 200 meters, but not so the moment it hit the breaststroke. And then the freestyle, he pulls away and he wins it again. How about that time, Mark? 4:18.10. How about that time?
There's a new meet record as well. You know, 2 seconds faster than what he previously posted in 2019, and he is happy. Look at that.
Hong Wen, who became the first Southeast Asian to go sub 420 earlier this year, has now gone sub 419.